Right, guys. I don't know why there seems to be so much like smoke in my room. Not smoke, but like steam or something. 'Cause the camera looks a bit faded. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about obviously the rumours about Paul Pogba. Like where will he go? Will he stay at Man United, or if he does go, where will he go? Um, so, first of all, what do I think he should do? I think it's probably best he does leave for United. I don't think it's worked out for him really over the God 2016. So if he leaves next summer on a free transfer, that'll have been 6 years, and it's not been the greatest 6 years for Pogba, really, has it? But by next summer, I think he'll be 29. So that's like he, he should be in his peak right now, really. And he's not been horrendous for United this season, but he's not really taken the league by storm. I know he's got the most assists in the league, but he got more than half of them in one game. But he's never really dominated the league like a lot of people thought he would. Like, for United to make a £90 million loss on him, and like for what they got from him, it definitely wasn't worth it. So I think he does need to leave and move abroad. And there's four teams apparently linked with him right now. So I'll just go through them and say whether I think that move would work for him or not. So we'll start with Barcelona. This one's the easiest one for me. I don't think it would work for him because I think he's not what Barcelona needs. I think Barcelona needs a outstanding centre half, because I don't think they've actually really ever had a world class centre back. Probably since Carles Puyol. Now I'm gonna say this, and it might not be popular, but Gerard Piqué for me, he's a very good defender, but for me he's never really been the top five centre backs in the world. I've always thought players like Chiellini, Bonucci, Ramos, Van Dijk, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic. I've always thought they were better than him throughout his career. Um, Possibly even Mats Hummels, because I just don't think he's that great a defender. I think he's very good with the ball, and I think he fitted Guardiola's system perfectly. But I think over the past 5 years he's shown he's not actually close to being the best defender in the world. And I don't think he's what I don't think Paul Pogba's what Barcelona need. I think in midfield that is the one position that Barcelona are doing pretty well in, with Sergio Busquets, Pedri, Frenkie De Jong, Gavi as well, haven't they? Who else have they got in midfield? Coutinho's coming back from injury. So they've got quite a few players in that position, so I don't think he should go there. Um, Real Madrid is another option that he's apparently been linked to. I think that could potentially work because they've signed Camavinga, who is going to be a very good player. I haven't watched him many times, but when I have, I think he's looked decent. They've got quite a few aging midfielders. Luka Modric has got to be in his like probably 35, 36 now. So he's like winding down his career. Toni Kroos recently has been linked with moves away from Real Madrid, specifically to Man City. So I think that could work. Paul Pogba alongside Camavinga with maybe Casemiro in the holding role. So I think that could potentially work. Juventus. So he'll have gone from United, Juventus, United, Juventus. It's like Hummels went from Bayern, Dortmund, Bayern, Dortmund. Um, but Juventus it's a bit of a difficult one because they seem to have had so many central midfielders over the past few years. Adrian Rabiot, Aaron Ramsey, Bentancur. Who else have they had recently? I've said they've had loads, and I can't even think of any. McKennie. Um, I should have thought about this before putting myself on the spot here. Who else have Juventus had in midfield over the past 5 years? They've had quite a lot. Emre Can, another one. Um, and it never seems to really work out for players who play for Juventus in midfield. So I'm not completely sure about that. He obviously did very well for Juventus in his years at Juventus. They were his best years of his career so far, and he is still a very good footballer. Pogba. He shows it for France. Like when he plays for France, usually he looks amazing, and every now and again he has an amazing game for United, like against Leeds United on the first day of the season. He had a really good game. But it's just those games for United, they don't come often enough. And the final team he's been linked with is PSG. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure about that one either. I think Real Madrid, out of all the teams linked, would be the best move for him. Because I think he fits into the system, and I think he is exactly what Real Madrid need, as they have got an ageing midfield, like I said. PSG, it's difficult because PSG got so many good forward players, like Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria. Icardi's still there, I think. Who else? They've got a few others. And they tend to play a 4-2-3-1 under Pochettino. Now, guaranteed Pochettino probably won't be there for like in 2 years' time. But they tend to play a two-man, like sitting midfield, not sitting, but like central, slightly defensive midfield. Whether it be Verratti, Wijnaldum, who else have they got? Paredes, I think, is still there. Idrissa Gueye, Ander Herrera. So they've got, is Ander Herrera? He might have left by now, but they've got quite a few midfielders, and I don't think that role entirely suits him. So I think PSG might not be the best move for Pogba. For me, I think Real Madrid's the best move. I think he needs to leave United because he's one of those players like Luis Suarez, although Luis Suarez obviously was the best player in the league at the time, but for some reason gets constantly ridiculed by the media, and just it's not great. Like also Raheem Sterling's another player like that, and even Sterling now said his ambition is to move abroad at some point in his career, which, I mean, read between the lines, that means he's not 100% happy with not playing every minute at Man City. But yeah, I think Pogba needs to leave United and like just make the best of like the rest of his career, because he's the midway point in his career. Paul Pogba is, he's probably got 5-6 years left at the top maximum, maybe. So yeah, I think he needs to leave, and I think Real Madrid would be the best move for him. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.